Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. My name is Halifa Ijaju, the deputy spokesperson of the APRC, new to the alliance with the NPP, Babili Mansa. For that being the case, today I will want to introduce to you that we have a press briefing, despite the fact that we know what has brought us here. But I will first introduce my high table here. We have on my far left, the father of the party, that is APRC Babili Mansa, that is Bakaramo Damfa. And then next to him is the youth leader, that is the APRC, no to the alliance, APRC Babili Mansa, National Youth Mobilizer, Mr. Omar Koli. And then my far right here, I have my honorable member for Fonyi Councillor, National Assembly member, and then an independent candidate for that matter, who is Honorable Almahme Jiba. And then next to him is Bakari Kebaji, honorable member for Fonyi Bintang Karanai. And then next to him, the lady, sorry. Next to him is the Iron Lady called Lady Shasa Aisha Kul, who is the Deputy Finance Director of the APRC Babili Mansa. And then we have my sister from the Ami from the diaspora, and Ami Swing from the Ami Kamara Smith from the diaspora all the way from Holland. And then we have my mom here, a member of the National Executive, Momi Fadjan Jaite. And then we have Honorable Bakari Saibo Sane, the Finance Director of APRC, and we have Matar Kujabi, the Secretary General. I also have my humble PRO, who is Yankuba, and the Media Director, Jemme, Mr. Alaji Jemme. And then finally, I will want to recognize the presence of our party, the interim party leader, who is nobody than Honorable Yaya Jimote Tamba, in our midst, that is here, who is here in my immediate right. Thank you very much. First and foremost, I would want to go straight to the point without wasting any time. And then I will want to recognize the presence of the media, all the media houses here. I know SRMI TV is not around, and then we have representative from the Foria, LSTV, and Standard also. We recognize your presence. For that being the case, without wasting any time, I would want to give the mic to my able chairman, the interim party leader, Honorable Yahya Jimote Tamba, to come and give his press briefings.
Shaitan Rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum, members of the high table. Assalamu alaikum, militants here to attend to this press briefing. Media outlets that have endeavored all their time to come and listen to our press briefings. I would say good afternoon to the father of the party, Honorable Karamo Damfa. Special thanks for our National Assembly members who have all the time been sacrificing their energy, their power, their ability to give us support to all that we are in for. We are calling this press briefing this morning or this afternoon. It should have been at 11 o'clock, though we are late. We've come to express our disappointment, our dismay on the brutal behavior of the Gambia Police Force against legally obtained permission to conduct a social gathering for a fundraising. It is brutal in the reason that if the government has to allow us and the power and authority, giving us a permit to organize a fundraising. All of a sudden, within 2 hours after the commencement of the program, they come to revoke the permit orally. It's unprofessional, it's unethic, and it's very irresponsible, for the simple reason that in as much as a written permit was issued, accepted, therefore, if they are to revoke, let them officially write to the source of the request for the permit. We have called to make it very clear to the whole world that we are citizens, we are Gambians, and of course, we have our political rights to exercise in this country. We believe the protection of the rights of citizens is wholly and solely accorded to the Republic of the Gambia and the Gambia Security Forces. But in the event that it turns to be a brutality, we want the whole world to understand that there is no justice in the Gambia with regards to political affiliation, political interest, political engagement. I want to inform the whole world that we, under the purview of Honorable Omar Koli, who is a councillor by registration, an independent candidate under the ticket of No to Alliance Babili Mansa. And that was what is exactly indicated in the permit application. And in the response for permission, issuing of a permit that has been clearly spelled in the permit that has been issued. I want to inform the whole Gambia and the whole world that this permit was applied on the 31st of December and was approved on the 2nd of January, 2024. And the reason for keeping the permit to that period is very simple. We want to be rest assured that the government is aware and the government has given us the permission to carry on with our activities before we go into advertisement, because we need to sort power, assurance, and guarantee from the government that yes, we are satisfied with the interrogation and the findings of the reasons for issuing of a permit that qualifies our request for the permit. If we happen to have the date, the time in the permit, and it was on the 18th, one of the greatest days that Gambians will realize their self-independence. It's a day that Gambians need to jubilate. That is a day that is a remembrance to all Gambians that Gambians had fought against the British to achieve their independence. And it's a memorable day for every Gambian, born, unborn, and will be born, that Gambia attained her independence on the 18th of February. So it's a day that could have been a day to celebrate the liberation of Gambia from the hands of the colonial masters. It turns to be certain groups of politicians, certain group of citizens will be denied their right to exercise their citizens and their social interaction. The permit was verified yesterday around 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock by the commissioner in charge at the Bundung police station, who ascertained that yes, this permit was issued by her, it was signed by her, and the permit is valid. she had to go to this venue to make a spot checking to ascertain that we abide by the rules governed by the permit. And she was contented. She was very clear that there is no violation of any rules with regards to the issuance of permits and the permit's powers and limitations. We were disappointed that between the hours of 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, the task force responsible for the organization of this fundraising were called for a dialogue at the Bundung police station, only to be informed that there are authority information that the permit is revoked at a time when people were at the venue. It was an ambience venue and an ambience program which does not request or require any violence. It was in a peaceful way, in a peaceful manner, and it was conducted in the way it should be. The program was not a political program which would warrant us to look for a permit. It was not a religious program. It is a social program, and in the constitution of the Gambia, there is nowhere, from my understanding, that would require a permit to go in for fundraising, seeking for funds to put up your programs for better achievement. All of a sudden, we are made to understand that the permit is revoked and action must be taken against in the program. We realized that the PIU deployed did not come from the Bundung station, but instead from the Kanifing PIU unit. Where they got these orders, we don't know, and we need to know. Because we had our legal document, we had our legal permit, and we were on it on a most peaceful way.